All next on Live. Now, here are Kelly Ripa and Anderson Cooper.
That's right. It's Thursday, June 12th, 2014. Isn't he dreamy? Anderson Cooper is back.
You make me nervous when you dance.
Why do I make you nervous?
Yeah, I don't know. You always make me nervous when you dance because I feel like I should dance too, but I'm too uptight to dance.
But you and I have had some of our most fun times dancing. I understand.
We have had fun times dancing.
Not on camera.
I just feel like on camera it lives forever on YouTube.
It does,
and no one really wants to see like a middle-aged white guy with gray hair dancing.
Let me tell you, I'm going to tell you something right now about Anderson Cooper, and he's going to deny it. He is an amazing dancer.
Well,
amazing.
Listen, I don't know about that, but...
Incredible. Rhythmic, you wouldn't think. Rhythmic?
That sounds like I have a tambourine, and I'm like...
No, I mean, like, you have the moves, and very hot.
Moves.
Hot.
I'm no Lola Consuelos.
You're no Lola Consuelos, yes. That's right.
Your daughter
has
dance moves. I was over at their house, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and she's like busting out dance moves, like full on.
We're very proud.
I mean, full on, and
wall twerking, you name it.
And no shyness at all.
No, well, no, but I mean,
I sat there with like a smile frozen on my face because it made me nervous. Because then I thought, oh my God, maybe she's going to come over here and make me get up and try to dance with her.
I thought for sure she would, but it was more like she was more. What's fascinating about Lola, and it's how she does everything. It's how she fights with me. It's how she cries. It's how she does everything. As she was dancing and facing you, she was really looking past you towards her own reflection.
Yes, no, completely. Yeah.
So Anderson is like staring at her, and I'm like, don't worry, she's not. She doesn't even know you're here.
She was looking completely
She doesn't know you're here. Yeah, it was
I finally turned around. I realized there was a big
reflective service behind you.
Yeah.
And when I like, if I'm arguing with her and I punish her, she's like, looks in the mirror and she's like, you're the meanest mom ever. I'm like, what is that? What are you doing? She's like, nothing. It's the weirdest, it's the craziest. But you provided so much entertainment for us last night. When I came home, it was my older kids' last day of school last night, so they had a bunch of friends over. And the girls were all dancing in the kitchen. And while that was happening, Joaquin he had discovered the dolls, the
ventriloquist dummies,
ventriloquist dummies, and so I put a little video together. I thought you would like to see his interpretation of these dolls. Now wait.
I like that we're all, singing Italian opera.
Yes. You're all Italian opera singers, only I don't think he was speaking Italian.
I don't know what that was. But
I asked Mark, I said, what's he saying? And Mark said, he's saying, oh.
That's really funny.
But it sounded, he said...
That was the Mark Consuelos doll.
That was the Mark Consuelos ventriloquist dummy that nobody got to see yesterday because he was backstage.
Yes.
He was shy. He was shy.
What did Mark think of the
He
dummy?
by the way, he loved it.
Yeah,
he thought it was great. He really,
it was a lot of fun.
And that was a really nice
There's
thing.
this other video which I saw. So I live in a house. I live in an old firehouse in New York. And the problem when you live in a house, as people here who live in a house know, is you got to deal with all the stuff you don't have to deal with when you live in an apartment building. You live in an apartment building. So I have not had hot water for the last, 4 days, and I can't figure out how to make the hot water work.
Okay.
It's ridiculous. And I mean, I've gone down to the basement. I've looked at the machine that should make it work.
So you look at it.
I tap it. I plead with it.
Why don't you just call Mark? You know, Mark can fix anything.
I don't know a plumber. I don't know who to call. I haven't lived in this building long enough, and it's never happened before.
Mark can fix anything. You should have called him.
Well, that's the problem. So I'm thinking of just moving because I really... I don't know what to do.
That's the only solution.
And I thought if I just sell the place, I won't have to tell the person who buys it that
they'll never figure it out.
Right. And I keep asking my partner, thinking he should know how to do it. He should know how to do it.
He knows how to do everything.
Right. He has a real job and knows real things.
He knows things.
And he keeps saying he'll take care of it. And every morning I wake up early to do the show, and I turn on the water, and I'm so tired I don't test it before, and I go and I step under it, and I scream.
Let me hear how you scream.
No.
Please?
Anyway, so then I saw this video. The other, problem that I feel I actually do know how to do is, when the toilet clogs, you get the plunger, and that I feel very manly, and I like, because it's so easy. You just plunge it. I actually sort of enjoy the whole process.
Right.
Because it's like one of those things. I mean, now when a car breaks down, cars are so electronic, you don't know how to repair a car anymore. So anyway, I feel like when the toilet breaks, I know how to do that.
Basic.
I actually look forward to the toilet clogging because it makes me feel like a sense of accomplishment.
I have 2 sons. You can come over 3 times a week.
So anyway, there's a new video. There's some new product for people who I guess don't like to use the toilet plunger. It's a product in South Korea.
Okay.
Now, the video is very long. We've cut it down, so I'm going to show you this video.
Okay.
There's no way I would ever use this product. I'm just telling you in advance because it's far too much involvement with said toilet.
Okay.
You're not going to see anything gross in this video. Just take a look. So you're supposed to put the seal over the top of the toilet, and then do CPR on it, basically. And watch what happens. This thing swells up, and then apparently flushes the toilet. It unclogs it. Somehow you put a vacuum seal over the toilet, and you basically do chest compressions on your toilet, and it swells up. And I would not use that. I just feel like I worry I would do chest compressions, and as it would swell, it would explode.
Right, yes.
That just seems to me, maybe in South Korea, that's not a concern. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Here, to me, that would be a huge concern.
I once went to an exercise class, and at the end of the class, I was sweating, and my nose was running. And I went into the bathroom. I blew my nose into a piece of tissue, and I couldn't find the waste receptacle. So I threw it into the toilet, and I flushed the toilet. And lo and behold, my worst nightmare happens. The toilet starts to overflow with everything you can possibly imagine. And I'm like, no, not me. It wasn't me. I didn't do this. I'm just the tissue on top.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because then you leave the bathroom and there's someone waiting for you, and you have to be like, that wasn't
That's not me. I didn't do that.
I was the last
Look
tissue.
at how little I am. I couldn't make that.
Oh, no. Yes. No, I know. I've been trapped in, public restroom stalls for a while, waiting for everyone to leave so I can quickly just get out and then leave without anyone seeing me.
Right.
So I was on an airplane recently, and that, something happened, and people were waiting in line, and I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to be open the door and be like,
it wasn't me.
This was here before me. I was here brushing my hair. Because no one's going to believe that.
Right, and I always try to, indicate that I, too, am disgusting.
Oh, right. I know,
you know what I mean? You come out, you're like... I don't know what kind of a savage was in here before me.
I went over to a friend's house for dinner a couple weeks ago, and I don't know what I did, but I somehow did something with the toilet wasn't working when I got there, I swear. And
this is a theme in your life.
It is, yes. And then the water went to the brim, and I was like,
no, please.
No, please, just go no, don't stop, don't. Because I didn't know, and it was one of those bathrooms where the sink was in the other room, so I don't even know what I could have done with the sink that would have somehow stopped it.
Yeah.
But I thought, maybe, I don't know, I thought, and so, oh, it was terrible.
And you watch it and you're paralyzed,
oh,
right?
you're paralyzed.
So you sit there
and
and
it
you
comes
go,
up and then it finally just stops. And then it just sat there, and I just stood there for like 5 minutes, which then just makes it worse, because then people are like, why is he in there for 5 minutes?
Anderson, are you okay?
And then you're just hoping it goes down so it looks normal, so it'll happen to the next person.
Yeah, right.
It finally did. It finally went down after like 7, I was counting, it was 7 minutes, and it went down, and then I was like, I'm just going to leave, and whoever comes here next
leave through the window.
is going to have to deal with
I'm
this.
just going to go out the window and leave.
So this is my life.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I've had that happen to me several times, and it is like the worst feeling.
Hey, so I was reading the paper today, and well, of course the thing I was drawn to is that Coca-Cola has a new kind of a drink that they're test marketing. They test marketed, I guess, in Argentina, and now they're going to do it overseas somewhere in Britain. But it's a green can. I don't know if you can see that, and it's called Coca-Cola Life.
I like it.
It's got a different kind of it's got some sort of a sugar called stevia, which you know about.
Yeah, stevia. It's a plant. It's a plant extract that mimics sugar.
How do you know this?
Because I know everything. I am a talk show host, so I know.
You know little bits about lots of things.
I know 3 seconds worth of every kind of information. It rattles around in here with the Chicken McNugget ad from the 1980s. Chicken McNugget value pack, pickles, onions.
By the way, I was interested. I was in the supermarket the other day looking for cereals, as I often do, because I like my cereal. Because cereal is the only food I know how to cook, and I feel very accomplished when I make a bowl of cereal because I feel like I'm making something in the kitchen.
A real grown-up.
I'm a real grown-up, exactly.
Good for you.
Yeah, but I was fascinated. Do you know that Sugar Smacks are no longer called Sugar Smacks; they're now called Honey Smacks? When I was growing up, it was Sugar Smacks, right?
Of course.
And I'm sure it's still the same amount of sugar in Sugar Smacks.
Of course.
But now they're Honey Smacks, which sounds healthier.
It does.
So of course I bought like double the amount.
Well, Honey Smacks is the health
And then
food.
but then I was like, I was sure these used to be Sugar Smacks because it's the same frog and the same on it. And I was like, the frog doesn't look any less sweet,
right?
And he's not like honey colored. He's the same frog. So I went on YouTube. And sure enough, I found an old Sugar Smacks commercial. And I felt, again, this is how I spend my day.
No, but
you would think,
I was just going to say to you, that's
you would think when I'm over at CNN that I'm actually spending my day
on foreign policy.
On foreign policy.
Right.
I'm looking up old Sugar Smacks commercials.
My kids are going to start to visit you at work, and I'll tell you why. I spend an unusual amount of time showing them the great things from the 70s.
Oh, yes.
And a lot of them have to do with cereal and cereal commercials. And they're like, you guys were so lucky in the 70s. You had everything. Frankenberry, Boo Berry. And I'm like, and what they don't know is they still have those things. I just don't let them down the cereal aisle.
Oh, so that's very smart.
My kids don't even know there is a cereal aisle because I don't want them to see.
Cereal aisle is the best aisle in the supermarket, isn't it?
I understand.
Oh my God.
Yes, but.
Oh my God. And I cannot get out of the cereal aisle. Once I'm in the cereal aisle, I'm lost. It's like there's whole aisles of the supermarket I never go to, like household products. Other than the plunger, what do I need?
Right.
But once I'm in the cereal aisle, I'm fine.
When I sent Mark to the grocery store with a list, which I've stopped doing, and I know it was part of his plan. Like he'll do a job badly, so I never ask him to do it again. It's part of his thing. So I would send him with a list of everything. And I write it down in aisle order, so there's no thinking involved.
Oh, that's good.
It's in aisle order. But he only covers the aisle that he walks down first. He walks in, loops around, and comes out. So whatever is in the middle two aisles, which is usually the produce and vitamins and stuff.
Right.
And then he comes out, that's it.
My problem is I have the appetite and the taste buds of a 5-year-old child.
You do.
I kid you not, I order off the children's menu in hotels. And it's really creepy because when I call down, I'm sort of embarrassed that I'm ordering the peanut butter jelly and the tater tots. And it's usually a nice hotel I'm putting up. So I have to pretend there's like a kid in the room. I'm like, what, little Bobby, what do you want? Oh, okay. But then it's sort of like, but then it's always, then it's always creepy because then the person comes delivering it, and I open the door, and they're like, the stuff from the children's menu is here. I was like, oh, the little kid, they're not here right now. I'm not like, they're like, why is there a little child? I was like, oh, they're playing in the bathroom, or the toilet is stuck, and they're with the plunger. Anyway.
That is so funny.
That's my life.
I know.
Hey.
I once watched you attempt to eat spinach, and you hid it under all the other food.
I tried spinach for the first time 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the first time in my life. And I kid you not, there's a whole world of food I know nothing about, because I just don't see the point. I like my peanut butter and jelly. I like
tater tots.
I like my, well, tater tots, yeah. I like, there's things I like, and why I don't need other green things.
Right.
Yeah. Why do you need spinach when there's lettuce? I don't get it.
I guess you're right. We never really talked about the Stevia Coke, but we'll talk about that another time, I guess.
Another time, perhaps.
I guess, because we've got a big show, and we don't want to miss any of it.
It's time to spin into summer, isn't it? All right. Shall we?
Oh, wait.
Well?
Time out. I just have to cover this because we didn't get a chance to show it. I just wanted to show everybody the shirtless picture of Cristiano Ronaldo. You're welcome. You're welcome, everybody. I just thought everybody should see that. You're welcome. Yeah. Huh? It is. You're right, Gelman. It's all airbrushed.